Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update.
Hi everyone, my name is Anil. Been working for the past 19 years in Cadbury Craft, and now what's called Mondelez. Any engineers here? Engineers? Oh my God. Oh my God. So get ready. I'm sure you already answered the famous question in the interview. But be prepared for many more questions which will come in intimate family conversations as to why you're wasting your engineering degree selling financial product or writing a strategy deck. Yeah. So pretty much like many of you engineers, did my engineering, had a choice to work, had a choice to pursue further studies outside of India, and had this option to join IIM Calcutta. Don't ask me why, but I ended up joining here. In the course of the first year, just like what's going to happen to you this year, 20 years back, we had the same process of summers happening in the second semester, right? So you don't have too much of an idea of what you want to do. I ended up doing my summers in Johnson & Johnson. I think through the summers, it gives you a bit of a clarity in terms of what kind of functions exist and what kind of functions naturally seem to, interest you. So I think my own personal experience, I can tell you very well that through a summers experience, you'll definitely get a very good perspective. After the summers, of course, lucky enough to get a pre-placement offer, but I continued exploring opportunities. You know pretty much that placements can be a Russian roulette. And I ended up with a job in a bank and in Cadbury. So the choice was to choose between HSBC and Cadbury. Again, don't ask me why I chose, but I chose Cadbury. And seems like I have a good story to tell. I joined Cadbury in sales, and I came back to my current job last year. For the last year and a half, what do? I manage the chocolate business. Simple enough task to make people like you eat more chocolate. And every time you buy chocolate, get you to spend more and get you to eat more. Yeah, as simple as that. It's a very simple job. Obviously interesting as well. Foods business is a huge potential in India. It's not just about Mondelez, but in general, the foods business is a huge potential in India. Yeah, very simple. Per capita consumption. So number of people, but per capita consumption is a very easy metric to evaluate how much people eat and what's the potential. Yeah. So any guesses of what is the per capita consumption of chocolate in this country? 2 kgs. 5 kilos. Wow. God bless all of you. So the guy who gave the closest answer is you. 100 grams you said, no? You said or you didn't say? Surprisingly, it is 100 grams a year, which means less than 10 grams a month, which means 1 5 rupee chocolate a month. Sounds less, no? In a good developed market where the category is very well developed like the UK or the US, what do you think it is? 50 grams. Lesser, you saying? 700 grams. Who said 2 kgs? Not right. More. 5 kgs. 8 kgs. You are closest. It's 10 kilograms. So compare this 100 grams to 10 kilograms. It's not just about chocolate. It's about many food categories. So why is food so exciting in India? Why is the foods business so exciting in India? It's exactly for that reason. When you're in a growing organization, you grow with the company. So the faster a sector is growing, a faster a business is growing, greater there is an opportunity for you to grow with it. So when I joined the company, Cadbury, it was about 500 crores, and today it's 6,000 crores. So, and you see the journey. And if you're with that kind of a company, the kind of opportunities you get, and the kind of responsibilities you get, and the kind of increments you get, and the kind of growth you anticipate, and the kind of complexity that you embrace. New factories, new markets, new categories, new brands, new businesses. So compressed lives, urbanization, nuclear families, all this is driving towards higher snacking and lesser focus on meals. So we are in a great business, and in the context of snacking, we provide from indulgent to wholesome. Not everybody is health conscious, but everybody wants a choice. Sometimes they feel I'm eating too much and I want a little bit healthy. Typically mornings we all say, today morning I'm going to drink fresh pressed cold juice, healthy, start healthy. And by evening, of course, it's beer and chakna. So, that's the story of our lives. And the idea is to provide that kind of a assortment, that kind of opportunities, and then you grow with it. A large part of our business is coming from international markets, which means that we have a great opportunity to grow. And really, for all of consumers across the world, it's about offering people the right snacking choices. I think the reason I'm saying this is again to re-emphasize, what a typical career in FMCG and food can offer in terms of experience. I mean, you're going to get into a sector which is growing heavily. It's about giving people choices. And I think the job that we have to do is to constantly offer those choices to people within a set of things that we think is our skill set. So, we don't have any skills in making yogurt, so unlikely that we'll give you yogurt even if it is healthy. But in the context of snacking, within our core strengths, our job is to give you a choice. There are people at some points in time would want to eat something which they think is healthier. A lot of it is in the individual. How they process some of these things are very different. How you process health could be very different from the guy sitting next to you, right? So I think each of us have our own definitions. So as we can't get pedantic about it, we can't take a moral high ground saying this is healthy and this is not. It's all a spectrum. So I think the idea is to give choice. So we are working harder and harder to provide choice. So the thing that you're holding in your hand has no added sugar. So that's a choice we've given to a consumer to say, you want lesser sugar in every helping of Bonvita, maybe go for it. Finally, to say Mondelez International, I mean, Mondelez is still a new name in India. It got formulated in November 2012. So I still introduce myself as saying I work for Mondelez, Cadbury. So Cadbury is a legacy company. It's been there for the last 70 years. Origins in Mumbai. Those of you who stayed in Mumbai, born in Mumbai, would have gone across parts of the city, which are the Cadbury Junction in Thane or the Cadbury House in Tardeo, where, history says that that's the basement of Cadbury House is where Bonvita was made, and that's how we started our operations. So kind of, a lot of history, and that history is also translated into a lot of legacy, a lot of heritage, a lot of trust. And that's where, I don't know whether you track the most trusted brands in the country. That happens on an annual basis, and most recently last year, Cadbury Dairy Milk, Cadbury was rated number 3 in terms of the annual rating. So, I mean, that's the kind of strong position we have in India. All of you aspiring to create your own businesses, building your own startups, need to know how to build your own business. Come learn in businesses that have been successful, that are large, that have legacy presence, that have stood the test of time, that are loved by generations, and you understand, you get the nuts and bolts, and that's how you grow yourself.